First and fourth.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris Aiken.
Hell yeah. I thought they were just extra loud. I had no idea the door was open.
You're on.
Yeah, okay. You know, some people like giving the age-old excuse of my dog ate my homework, my grandpa stole the ice cream. Who here among us can honestly say they haven't used the excuse of a dying loved one to try to get out of a ticket? Well, my grandpa decided to make that one real. So a few years ago, I got a text from my mom that just said, "Hi Chris, how's it going? Also, Grandpa's dying, bye." And I'm just like, great. Now I gotta go driving from Dallas to Houston. I'm using a 2006 Mazda Tribute, which no one has any idea what the hell that is anymore. Mostly because they've all, either exploded or I was the last one driving it. Clearly I'm killing. So I'm just driving like a bat out of hell trying to get from Austin to Dallas because I've got to make it there before Grandpa fucking dies. We call that method acting. And I get pulled over by a by a fucking cop, and I'm in such a bad mood that I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna lay into this motherfucker. I'm just gonna give him I kind of laughed a little bit because I'm like, oh, I get to tell him my grandpa's actually on his actual deathbed. You're the asshole. Now looking back, I definitely could have been nicer, because it's really easy to figure out that you're the start to a police officer becoming a jaded cop. Just being like he just shows up like he's in like a straitjacket in the future, just like, and it all started when that asshole gave me a hard time about his grandpa. So he's just knocking on the door, just asking me like, where are you going? I'm like, Dallas. Okay, why are you speeding? My grandpa's literally on his deathbed right now. You're gonna make me miss him. And he didn't believe me at first. I guess he's heard it a lot. So he's like, yeah, Presbyterian Hospital. You want to know what fucking floor he's dying on right now? So he's just beside him. It was a young guy too. I mean, if it was a regular older cop, it probably wouldn't have worked too well. It was just a young dude. He's just like, come on, man. You got to get there alive too. And he just let me go. I don't know what everybody's upset about. The cop, he was pretty nice. He didn't give me a hard time. So by the time I finally get there, my grandma's in the room. She's like laying across her husband. It's just a room full of my other cousins, and they're all trying to nurse. They're dumping a bunch of white powder onto my cousin Billy's feet. Now, Billy had just gotten back from 3 months of trying to be a monk in Greece, his feet hadn't been washed for 3 months. So it already smelled like Grandpa didn't quite make it. Like as soon as I get in there, like, oh, it's like death, and I'm just staring at his feet, like, wow, I didn't know white people could be so ashy. It looked like his feet he dug his feet into the ashes of Pompeii. It was so ashy, it looked as though they had used his feet to clean off a chalkboard. To the point, it was his feet, so ashy. Like he could have been the fourth gross sister from the Proud Family. So they had to leave. They just had to leave at that point, just because it's like, we can't breathe in here. Grandpa doesn't have a lot of air left. You're killing him faster, even though he's already dying. So it's just me and my grandma. I tried just laying out and sleeping, pretending to sleep, because I didn't want to wake up like, oh, you missed it. Like, fuck. So she thinks I'm just taking a nap and starts screaming to the heavens, just like, take me instead! I didn't want to get up at all. I'm like, I'm going to pretend to keep being asleep. But that got the doctor's attention. So he comes to the room to see what's wrong and starts talking to her. I mean, doctor, like those fucks at it's hospice. Those aren't doctors. Those are just quacks pretending to be morticians. Like, he's just like an eccentric mortician walking in like, oh, and is this where the body is? Can we harvest him for his organs? Fuck that guy. So he's trying to talk to her about options. The whole time is just, he's gonna die soon. It's a great news that he's donating his body to science. Let's hurry up and finish that shit. Like, everything's just pissing me off more and more until he decides to turn to me going, and how are you feeling? You know how people can sense bloodlust? Like there's murder in the air? I felt it from myself. I didn't, I was like, I didn't know I had that. And I'm just like staring like death daggers into his fucking like tiger eye glinting, like this fucking jackal of a human being just be like, if you say death one more time in front of my grandfather, I will throw you through this window behind me. So he leaves the room, quiet as can be. He didn't come back to darken our room ever for the remainder of the day or night. And then it's just me and Grandma. The machine starts beeping, so like Grandpa's got like seconds left, and we're just like, okay, but we gotta say our goodbyes now. We gotta hurry up and get. So I'm like leaning down to him. We're feeding him coffee, ice cream, just to keep him awake a little bit longer, because it's like his favorite thing. You could revive. If I could bring him back to life, I could just give him Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and he would come back just for that, and to die again.
Sorry, you got 30 seconds. Sorry.
So the last words that come out of his mouth are just, brain is good. And I'm like, okay, well maybe his brain is still functional. Or Grandpa admitted to being a cannibal. But I like to believe that he was just thinking about his wife one last time. Just being like, and don't forget, son, get as much head as you can. Brain is good. All right. Oh, yeah. Thank you, that's my time.
Man, I genuinely like your grounded stuff so much.
Yeah.
Like, cause you still get that, we still get Chris. We still get Chris Aiken the comic, but you're like, as you're laying things out, I'm like, okay, I can relate to this. And then you start sneaking in your fun bits. Like, man, there was two particular spots where I was like, yep, that works.
Oh yeah.
And I appreciate you letting that fourth Gross Sister line fly.
Yeah.
Because I knew you weren't sure about it last week, but that is genuinely hilarious. That is, because I could see you ramping up, like, because it went from you talking about like the cop and like everything, like you were kind of mean to the cop, but like a family member gets a different level of roast.
Yeah.
And so, like, you hit us with the, I didn't know why we were so ashy, and then you went Pompeii, the chalkboard, and the fourth Ghost Sister. But as you were going, you were having more and more energy.
Oh, I was excited for the Gross Sister line.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, like, each roast, I could tell you were getting more and more into it. And so your energy went up. I really appreciated what you did there.
Yeah, Pompeii felt a little bit niche, but unless people really know that they're all like huddled in position because they died from being buried in ash.
That's one of those niche jokes where you're gonna really crack one or two people like really big, to the point where everybody else is either gonna give
like anybody that's seen
felt the pressure of.
Anybody that grew up with Proud Family with it.
Yeah, then you have that opportunity. Like, one of the first comedy shows I ever went to, someone made a Dr. Doofenshmirtz joke, and I died. And he like took a pause, was like, I'm so glad you're here, got another laugh from that, and then kept going. Yeah. So just because everybody doesn't get it doesn't make it a joke you shouldn't use. If you get a big pop from one or two.
I do think it's kind of a little more fun to get like a couple hard laughs from two people. Oh, yeah. Because it makes the other people jealous of like they didn't get it.
100%.
So then that forces them to be more focused as for the rest of it. Like, well, I feel left out now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I love the like your description of the hospice and the doctor being a mortician. Yeah. And then you like this little bloodlust like aside that you did was It was fun. It was fun. Like you like described it. I would even challenge you to show us like trying to embody bloodlust in that moment.
Like I'm just envisioning myself sharpening a knife across a leather belt.
Yeah. Give us like. And I don't mean tell us. I mean kind of like in your actions.
Oh, just like
as you're telling us about it.
like
yes.
just,
Yes.
like facial
Yeah, give us
tense
a little
up.
bit more.
Get some Hugh Jackman Wolverine neck veins.
Yeah, give us a little bit more intensity there. But I think the writing there is strong already. And if you say death again, I'll throw you out the window.
It's a pretty. It was triple security glass though. It would have taken a while. Like maybe at least 1 or 3 throws before it starts to crack.
And this might be strange to say, but I think you might need to cuss there.
Fucking window.
I think fucking window, because you gave us.
Yeah.
You gave us fucking earlier. I forgot where it was. I have it. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I'll get through this quickly because I want to get to everybody else. But
I
I
also.
can't find it. But yeah, you gave us. Oh, when you said to the cop,
Yeah.
you gave us fucking earlier.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, that's different. That's a little pop. Like because you don't cuss often,
Yeah.
adding it in those moments is gonna.
By letting it come out in the dialogue, it makes it like. It's
Yeah. Be real. Like
a harder-
what did you really want to say? I know you didn't.
I wanted to kill the guy.
Yeah. So give us.
What I
give
threatened
us-
is like I will throw you out of this fucking window.
Give us that.
Because he just kept saying death this and death that. I'm like, the guy's right there. He knows. Y'all can do that in the hallway.
Perfect. And you get that. The brain is good setup is. I'm loving that ending of.
Yeah, there's other things that happen afterwards, but brain is good is just too hard to hit on
Yeah,
or as a
and that's
finisher.
that could be your ending A. If you want to keep going, then you can have different like versions.
The only
but
the thing that happened after that was consoling my grandmother by walking her through the hospital hallway saying, Grandpa's got to be making a whole lot of new friends, probably new wives, but you're going to meet all of them when you get...
Oh yeah. All right.
But it's not as...
I'm going to go ahead and get Ian up.
Alrighty.
And you're
Praise!
off the hook.
Praise!
You're off the hook.
Because I was sick.